everyone, welcome to Adventures in Everyday Cooking, where every day can be an adventure in your kitchen. And this month's adventure comes to us from quarantine. Oh yeah, if you're watching this in 2020, you know that we are under quarantine. The whole of the world is under quarantine for the coronavirus, which is a real bummer. But I think this is going to force a lot of people to adventure in their kitchen in ways they didn't think possible. Now, a lot of people are worried about food spoilage during this quarantine period because maybe they overbought vegetables and now they're starting to go bad in the refrigerator. So I decided that I would show you how to quick pickle vegetables so that you can enjoy them for a long time. Now you can can these, but you would have to look up a recipe for canning. That means that you can preserve them for a long time, but this method is just for the refrigerator. So, and the reason I decided to do this is when I sent my husband to the store last week, he said that there were peppers on sale. And so I said, okay, just get an assortment and I will incorporate them into the adventurous, kitchen that I run. Well, he came back with probably about 2 pounds of hot peppers. Now, I am not a hot pepper lover, but he is. So he was more than happy to get a collection of peppers for our adventure. However, I wasn't sure what I was going to do with 2 pounds of hot peppers. He got habanero, he got fresno, he got Anaheim, and I believe he got some jalapeno. Yes, it was jalapeno. Jalapeno is easy. I do jalapeno all the time, but the other ones, that was a little sketchy. So I was kind of, with the chaos of everything going on, I kind of forgot about them. And then they started to get a little soft. And I thought, ooh, I better use those soon so that they don't go bad. However, how was I going to use 2 pounds of peppers? Then it hit me. Let's pickle them. So without further ado, here's how you pickle peppers very easily for the refrigerator. All right, first of all, we're gonna need 2 half-quart jars or pint jars. You could also use a quart jar as well, but I'm gonna use 2 halves. The actual recipe is going to be down in the comments below, but what we're going to need is some salt, some honey, some apple cider vinegar, and some water. So I'm gonna go ahead and add the water into the pan along with the apple cider vinegar and the salt. And then here is the honey. And I'm just going to scrape it off like that. Oh, I love this thing. It's so amazing. Get all the honey out. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, okay. All right, now we're going to get that onto the stove and bring it just to a boil. Okay, while that's boiling, we are gonna start to fill our jars. All right, let's start with the garlic first. Whoa, did you see that? Slow motion. I lost garlic. All right, this is not safe. Okay, so let's peel apart some garlic here. And I need 2 cloves and I'm going to put it inside of my garlic roller. This basically just peels it so that my fingers don't get all stinky. So there we go. 2 peeled garlic coming right up. Bink. Perfect. All right, and now we are gonna smash the garlic with the edge of the knife. Ooh, shaky, shaky. And put half of the garlic in each jar. All right. Yep, half the garlic. Okay, so now we're gonna take this handy dandy cutting glove. This thing will save your fingers from being sliced on the mandolin. And I'm gonna take my jalapenos and I am just going to slice them into little medallions. And I'm gonna do that for all of the peppers. Look at that. And I love this glove because honestly, I would cut myself if I didn't have it. I have cut myself, but don't worry, it grew back. All right, so I'm just gonna continue here cutting all of these jalapenos and I'm gonna even them out into the jar. And this is about a ½ pound of jalapeno, and so a ¼ pound is gonna go into each jar. So I'm just eyeballing it. 2½ peppers per jar, that works. They were big peppers. And a small extra benefit to wearing a glove is you don't get oils on your fingers. Ta-da! All right, next we are going to chop this bell pepper in half and we're gonna put half in one jar and half in the other. We just want this to be in small dices, and it just makes a delicious addition to our peppers, kind of like a heat release. It's delicious. All right, diced up into bite-sized chunks into the jar. Man down. Do you see that? I'm always dropping stuff. Okay, now that it's all in, our liquid is done, and I'm going to pour it into a better container for me to be able to separate it into two. All right, and here we have our lids. I'm going to go ahead and write pickled peppers with the date on the lids, because later this month when I'm looking in my refrigerator, I will not remember what this is or what date I made it. So it's very important to label your food as you go. All right, we are gonna put half of the mixture in each jar. And I'm just gonna eyeball it. But it should be exactly enough mixture to cover half of a pound of peppers plus a whole bell pepper. All right, now it's very important that we push all of the air out and all of the peppers down. So with a little offset spatula, I'm just going to try to find the air bubbles and get them out of each jar. And it might take a second. And there was a lot of air bubbles coming up. All right, while these are cooling, we are going to go ahead and get the other peppers into their jars and ready to be pickled. Now, these are going to be ready in 1 to 3 days. I am just going to try a piece every couple days and see what I think. See you then. Okay, so today is Friday, and I actually pickled these peppers on Saturday. So they are ready to be tasted. In fact, you'll notice that some of these are emptier than others. And that's because my husband has already broken into them. On day 1, they tasted great. On day 3, they tasted even better. So let's go ahead and show you what we have inside. So this is the jalapeno one. As you can see, I'm spilling it all over the place. So this is the jalapeno one. And let's put some on a plate. And like I mentioned, I am a wuss when it comes to hot peppers, but I will try one just for you. Lord help me. That's a lot of peppers. I probably shouldn't have gotten that many out, but whatever. The Scotch bonnets are the orange ones, which is the habaneros, and the Fresno is the red. So I'll just get a little bit of both. These ones are exceptionally hot. Those ones, not so much. All right, so first things first. Now I love salsa, but peppers, just straight peppers, kind of scare me a little bit. So, oh, that's interesting. So I've not tried these since we made them. My husband has had them with several meals, but I have not. But they still have their crunch. You hear that? Okay, this is just one of the bell pepper. Ooh. That's really good. It has some of the spicy in it, but it has really good flavor. So I will try. See, did you hear that? Still crunchy. So I'm gonna go ahead and try the jalapeno. 1 piece of jalapeno, not 2, with no seeds. Woo! Should have probably got something to drink. Lightly chocolated milk. I'm happy to report that none of the spiciness has been removed from those peppers, but they are pickled. So that's kind of cool. Right, next, the Fresno pepper. I'm gonna eat the teeny tiny bit. Here we go. Ooh, that definitely has a different flavor than that, and the heat factor is like 6 times that one. All right, and then the habanero. Lord help me. I'm gonna take a teeny tiny piece, really thinly pickled. Whew, the flavor is really nice. Whoa. All right, you guys, that's it for me for right now. I'm gonna go ahead and get off here and drink this whole glass of milk because my whole throat is on fire. It's hot and I have sweat beating around my face. I can feel myself. You probably saw this redness go up like that. I don't know. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like, subscribe to my channel. I do videos every Monday and Friday, and maybe share it with your friends. I'm hoping to do some more tips and tricks over the next couple weeks as we all are kind of adventuring in our kitchen in new ways. If you have any ideas of how you'd like to see me adventure in my kitchen, leave me a comment below. Otherwise, we'll see you next time. Bye. I didn't say that.